Sounds like someone wants to get funky.
It's Comix Podcast with Mighty Mosby, Mob Stash, and Este Stark. Here is your host, Mob Stash.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Woo! All right. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Comix. Today, well, first of all, we have the very patient, very understanding, very beautiful Mosby. We have Esteban, who is the Gaston of the comics world.
Wait, what?
Gaston.
Oh, you're saying strong. I thought you meant like stupid and abrasive and a horrible human being. I was getting confused. That's why I was like, huh? What's happening? I thought you was
It's okay. Ash usually sees me as a villain anyways, so I get it.
Anyway, we fight amongst ourselves. I meant it as a strong black man.
Man, could have said I would have been acceptable with Beast. I mean, with the beard and everything.
Beast or Wreck-It Ralph would have been way better.
Beast is my favorite prince, and Gaston is my favorite villain. So it was a compliment.
Yeah, but he didn't even say Beast. Did you have the beard?
I know. It's okay.
Oof. Friendship.
Okay. When your friends are red flags. Well, again, welcome to 217. Welcome to 217. Thank you for those that are watching. We have a surprise for you. We do have a guest today that will be showing up later. Also, we will be responding. Listen, a lot of times we talk out of our ass, and a lot of times we're fucking right. This time, a lot of people are wrong. But we had an opinion on something.
Mm-hmm.
They were crybabies, and it became about something it's not. We'll get to that later. Needless to say, we have a lot of comments to respond to today. We also have Guess the Movie, and that's going to be where I'm going to read off the cast one by one, and the first one to guess what the movie is gets the point. As always, we all get fingered, and that's going to be the show today. Do I have a reader?
It's me.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's me.
No pun intended. Do you have it up?
Yep. 'Cause I'm a professional.
Here we go.
Tonight we'll be taking a trip down memory lane to an important figure from our childhood. There's this guy that's in every movie ever, and apparently he has opinions about it. Marvel is walking something back. Bitches! And then apparently there's another sequel coming that we don't need. I promise you we don't need it. More Marvel stuff. Oh. So sorry. Just picture an update about an actor in a movie that's coming out. An update about a crossover that I don't think make much sense. And then somebody blowing the dust off another project that they should have let go a long time ago. And then, of course, that goddamn James Gunn.
Now, here is what I would like to do, which I won't be able to do, but it would be fun to see how Mosby's brain would work. Like, say she got a piece of news, like they're gonna make Madam Web Part 2. Like, I would like to see all the rage and all the everything happen in her head.
Build.
Yeah. I kind of think it's like, remember when Constantine's running and is trying to escape the demons? Yeah, it's like that.
I picture it more of the episode of Simpsons, The Treehouse of Horror, where they do the Shining, the Shinin, where Homer's rage to kill is rising. I picture it more that.
Urge to kill, growing.
Yes. And you know which one? You know, and the one that I would have loved to see that is when she found out, or when we ended up breaking that they're skipping all the Robins and going straight to Damien.
Yeah, that was
That one. That would have been the one where I'm just like,
yeah. And then right after, I could have been like, they didn't put pickles on my burger, and then she just would have fucked it. Oh.
He asked for pickles. It wasn't common.
My favorite was when she goes, "My boy." That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Down, my boy. Come on.
My boy asked for pickles.
He asked for pickles. Literally.
I have drink of the day or drink of the week. This didn't last very long, and it really sucks. It's Johnny Walker Black Label.
Black labels. Black label's the worst.
Black label's the worst one.
Yeah, black labels. They Mosby, correct me if I'm wrong. Don't they consider Black Label like the common man one?
It is. It's the regular people one.
No. Because there's 4. I think there's black, red, blue, and green.
Green. There's also purple and gold.
I did not know that. I'm assuming gold is the more high end one.
Actually, I think it's the purple one.
Really?
They love that royalty color when they do things like that.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right, so I handled the drink. I'm gonna say it tastes like a gopher's ass. Unless they're sponsoring us, then it's really good. And then also again, do we do a subject or we go right into comments?
You're the host, man.
You're the host.
All right,
however you want to do it.
All right, let's do my comments so I get the hell out of the way.
Now,
all right.
Before we jump into this, I just want to go ahead and thank everybody that commented. Okay, because a lot of people, like you would assume that comments hurt our feelings, and we can't handle it, and we don't know what to do.
Emotion.
It's fuck off.
You got the feeling emotion.
Like seriously,
we're just gonna call you a bitch and keep it pushing.
That's all we're really gonna do. You know, we appreciate the views though. We really do.
Yeah, we had one that was over 4K. Thank you, and it's been blowing up our spot. So thank you. Your hate.
Am I in it?
Fuels us.
Made a finger anger.
Am I in that one?
The internet's hate just makes us sleep so soundly at night.
It's so warm. Thank you.
Yeah. It's like
don't say anything, Ash.
I'm just waiting for one of those someone to comment. How do you guys sleep at night with all these comments on a big bag of money?
Okay, that's what I'm ready for too. On satin sheets, have fun. That's what. Okay, do it. Do the comments.
Let's go. These are YouTube comments.
All right,
by
here
the
we
way.
go.
These are what
We're doing
comments?
YouTube comments.
YouTube comments.
All right. So the title line is, "Oh my God, Black Panther is white now." Now, first of all, it's
a pretty good title, right?
Pretty accurate, because what the fuck?
Half the comments were basically, they didn't cast, so they thought we were talking about movies, which is fucking it. Like, come on, man. Like, they don't even go the extra mile to figure out what we're talking about. Anyway, and then it's like, remember when they said, "You guys are idiots, Sue Storm and Invisible Girl are the same?" And it's like, that was never not said. Like, people hear 30 seconds and think it's that, and they don't do the fucking homework. All right, so let's get to it.
Do we want to get Westside on here? Westside Donna Pops on here so you can hear these comments?
Yeah. We got a link.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we sent you a link.
Got a link.
And let's go.
It's from Mosby.
I sent it on Instagram.
Insta.
I still call it IG. I'm that old.
Oh, Insta.
Insta. It's more words.
It's
more words.
It's more words.
It's not the same syllables. IG, Insta, same thing.
2 syllables.
2 syllables. All right, real quick, we're gonna go in backwards order because that's what's showing up on our comment. Or you go.
Read it.
from Chris JPDX. DX.
What a name.
As long as it's well written, I don't care who carries the mantle. All right, cool.
But see, this is the thing: is that I don't
That's lame neutral stances. That's a lame neutral stance.
But here's the thing: is that I will say that a lot of these comments are probably referring to the MCU and not comic books. And what we were talking about were comic books. As Mosby said, and I will quote Mosby, let's go analog for a second.
Oh, thank you.
Comics. Okay.
I did say that. Good for me.
Good for me.
I know, right?
Now, here we go with another one. Again, they're doing the comparison of the movie Little Mermaid versus the comic book that we were talking about. Stefan, you corrected somebody. What was it? Not War of Worlds. What is it called? It's a something. Anyway, you corrected. We'll get to that. Okay. Triple H, The Rock, SH 4088.
What?
That's his name. Didn't the same people?
That was the name. Okay,
that was the name. Sorry about that.
My bad.
Okay, I'll start to say at.
Okay, perfect.
Didn't the same people complaining about? Didn't the same people complaining now about this defend a Black Mermaid a few years ago? We didn't.
Quick, name an actual mermaid.
Zoolander.
Name a mermaid that actually exists. Are mermaids real? Are mermaids real creatures? What part of the world are the mermaids born in? What nation do they claim? A nation? No, because you're fucking stupid. Okay, that's what I thought. Kind of dumbass.
I love this.
Mermaids aren't real.
I love this.
They can be whatever color we want them to be. But you know what is real? Africa. You know
here we go. Let's go. Okay. All right. Now.
Here comes a new challenger.
Hi.
What up?
How's it going, man?
Is it working out?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can see you just perfect. Welcome, Westside Dawn of Pops. We're going through comments right now, and we're glad to have you because
feel free to jump in and respond to things.
Absolutely,
they're hilarious.
Now people are bringing up the movie Little Mermaid versus the comic book Black Panther.
Yeah.
Okay. At Silly Tommy, great name. Fabulous
comment.
So silly.
It's so silly. Here's his comment: If mermaid can be black, Black Panther can be white.
Again, are mermaids real? Did I miss something in time where
they're fictional characters?
Like where fictional fantasy creatures get races and ethnicities assigned to them?
I'm even going to tell you this: the comments have been so good, they're also responding to each other. So Silly Tommy says, if mermaid, not mermaids, if mermaid can be black, Black Panther can be white. A reply from at Bug Guts. What? And then 15 question marks.
Like, what?
Told you snob. Oh, told you so noob. Told you so noob. Got it.
Wow.
Reminds me of Patrick O'Neill. My name is Tolu. All right. Oh, I can't wait to educate them on White Wolf or them to explain about it. And I'd like remember Ariel.
Oh no! I just said there's white people in Wakanda, guys. White Wolf is in there. He's a transplant that was dropped off. He wasn't born there.
Yeah, he was adopted.
He's gonna educate us.
Oh my god!
Not on grammar, but on
absolutely not.
He got one like. We got a few more. At Dublin Fool 25, I don't see what the problem is.
I
Of
bet
course
you
you
don't, Dublin.
Straight up.
At the 5 to 9,
At the
Nick
5.
Fury was white turned black. Who cares?
Oh my gosh. Nobody reads. That was intentional. That
Right.
wasn't
Here we go.
that was an intentional shift of character based on wanting to
Yeah.
work with Sam Jackson. Come on.
Also, I was gonna say KRS-One. Again, they're replying to each other because the hate is strong. KXSS9889 at Nick Fury became black in 2002, and the reasoning was if they found out he was black, people wouldn't have accepted it. Black Panther, a character whose heritage matters for literally, wow, this guy's good. Literally everything is an equivalent example. Race swapping only matters if it doesn't make any contextual sense. And this is an example of that. Side note of White Wolf is a very important white character in a Black Panther story, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to change Panther to a white dude when White Wolf exists.
Very intentional. Well said, sir.
Yep.
Where's he at? Let's get him on the
I know,
show.
some love.
KX. I'm just gonna call you KRS-One because I'm not gonna remember that name. At non-believer 5321. Do they mean White Wolf? He's not the same character. What the fuck?
That is not who we mean, guys. That is not who we mean.
Okay. Pause real quick. When we said these things, it was in jest, and it was kind of like, hey, by the way, Kang's coming back, and us laughing or having an opinion. This was never fucking the ice situation. This was never a fucking real situation where we really fucking cared. This was like, oh, that's weird. Why would you ever do that? So this getting mad about other people's opinion bullshit is very now and very internet, but very stupid, especially because there's a lot of people that don't. You did not look at the comment and then go on our shit to see how we were talking about it. All you heard was that 10-second clip and then made it about something it's fucking not. It's not a fucking race issue in a real way. It's weird that you're changing this specific character. We're not talking about Little Mermaid. We're not talking about Nick Fury. Nick Fury didn't run Wakanda. And in a very real way, if they do this with movies, you will have a white guy, the king of Wakanda, which will be very problematic. Understandably, there's going to be also comments that are coming up, or wouldn't he be mixed and all that good stuff. But it was a very generalized situation.
And he shouldn't be mixed either. Dumbass. This is the African nation Wakanda. Like, come on. Please be serious.
Now in regards to the comments, okay. This was in regards to an issue of a comic book of the most recent Marvel Knights that's going to be coming out. It's going to be hitting stands fairly soon, okay? Or if not, it has already hit stands. That's what this was about. We're talking about that. We're not talking about casting. We're not talking about having Ryan Gosling, because everybody's decided to jump on that fucking horse.
Gotta be right.
How to have him be the next king of Wakanda. So I don't know where that came from. That was not what we were talking about. We were talking about an issue of Marvel Knights where T'Challa does have a mixed race son, and that son ends up killing T'Challa and taking the throne. That's what it was.
Fox asleep or frozen?
No, I think he's frozen.
Okay.
Yes, he froze.
Gotcha. Yes, that's what we were talking about. All right. Again, we got a few more. This is going to be a good one.
Give me something good, because everything else been kind of ridiculous.
At Cinediacia. Okay. Why are you getting upset over a fictional character? It wasn't made for you. The king of Wakanda wasn't made for us.
The king of the African nation.
Wow. That's awesome. That's smart.
Like,
Okay.
it was definitely made for us, and then it was colonized. Typical. Are you happy now, Christopher Priest? Are you happy now?
Oh, here we go. Again, they're replying to each other because this is how good they have it. I mean, it's when your ignorance hits so hard, other people are responding to you is a bad situation for yourself, kid. All right, at Zyra 25. Okay, I'm gonna read the line again so that it's gonna make sense. Why are you getting upset over a fictional character? It wasn't made for you, Zyra.
Okay.
It literally was. It literally was. The larger implications of socioeconomic inequality were now a part of a larger critique of what America was and was not. This was a backdrop that Marvel Comics, Stan Lee, and Jack Kirby used to create their new character, Black Panther.
Mhm.
The character's alter ego, King T'Challa, was ruler of a fictional African kingdom of Wakanda. He was the first Black superhero to debut in America in comic books. Seeking to address the death of Black characters in comics, Lee and Kirby created T'Challa, the Black Panther, a comic book history. Website title, WashU Libraries, and then they gave a date and published. But yes, thank you. We have more. I don't know if you want to go to TikTok or keep going.
Yeah, so one of the ones on TikTok, again, these are all in regards to the whole Black Panther thing, and I think it's hilarious because it just shows the ignorance of people. The title of this one was T'Challa's White Child, Wakanda's Biggest Secret. That was the title of the video. Okay. And this is from Juku 700, and this is on TikTok. He says, or she says, you guys have a lot to learn. In comic books, Wakanda is not hidden at all, and the so-called Black Panther was a mutant. He was fast and a little strong, but not like the MCU type strong. He didn't get his power from a plant, and his suit is not vibranium. There's more.
Therefore, he should be
What are
free.
you talking about, Willis?
What comic did you read, bitch?
There's more. And white people have been in Wakanda. Bucky was one of them. Again, this referring to the MCU. Okay.
Oh wow, no, he wasn't. No, he fucking wasn't. You dumb.
She's so mad.
Was Bucky born in Wakanda now? Is that what you're saying?
No, he was never there. Oh,
AI, what's going on, man?
That was just the MCU. Bucky. I don't think in the comic books Bucky was ever in Wakanda.
he's not the white wolf in the comics.
And he's not the white wolf. Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
And then
White was a completely different character. Who was adopted.
Sorry.
He runs security forces. Like that's completely different. Or
Thank
completely,
you.
yeah.
Somebody who reads. Oh,
yeah.
But that's the thing is that
Crazy.
like, and people, and I think it's hilarious that people are jumping on this, and that's why I laugh, and that's why that's why I started off like, thank you for all the fucking hate, thank you for the views, thank you for the comments. We live fucking rent free in your guys' head now for that.
I'm laughing a lot. I'm laughing a lot.
Put thumbs down. It helps with the algorithm. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it really does. We appreciate it. Our views are going up, so fucking
We're on your
appreciate
fourth page, baby. So,
yeah, so thank you for that, but it's just like that's why, and again, correct me anybody if I'm wrong, that's why the fandom is so fucking toxic, and it's for fans like us that know the books or fairly know the books to a certain point and like the films and the TV shows. It's not fun for us to watch it. It's not fun for us to watch stuff because when we try to have a conversation with someone that is just a fan of the TV show or the movies, it turns into this. That's what it turns into. So that's why I can't help but fucking laugh. It's hilarious. But I will say, because it's going to get out of control if we keep going with all the comments and stuff. But that was 99.9% of our comments was hate towards that. We got a lot of people laughing at other people saying of what they were saying. One of them, another comment says, just like in the comic books, God forbid, wait. Little Mermaid wasn't white in the original cartoon. How have the tables turned? You know, it's just kind of like, seriously, like what's going on, guys? Come on. It's
I mean, that's like Hollywood thought all the people in Egypt were
Oh,
white
here we go.
apparently, back in the day. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we talking about?
Nobody. Oh my gosh! Nobody complained. I mean, so many characters have been whitewashed. So many characters throughout time have been whitewashed. Even bare minimum characters with 5.5 lines get whitewashed.
Yeah.
Please be serious.
We have someone on our side in one of our comments, which is awesome because it was what we were talking about. You know, Black Panther's race and why it matters. You know, it was a comment in the video, and it says, and they replied back, and this was dj.deuce.rad on TikTok, and they replied back. They said, "So, they should be happy. They got White Wolf right next to Black Panther. It's Black Panther's stepbrother. His dad adopted him right." As a boy after he was found.
Mm-hmm.
Again, someone that reads the books, you know, and then a reply, and then it just kept on replying to that. You know, the best part is this is T'Challa's white son in an alternate future following his birthright, and it infuriates you and shows the racism in. Okay. It infuriates you and shows the racism in your bones when people would say, "Why do we need a Black Ariel?" And you would call us racist or bigots because it's a fictional character. Time to look hard in a mirror.
Okay.
You know.
Well, as soon as mermaids become real people with nationalities and ethnicities, we can have this conversation again.
Right.
But until mermaids stop being fictional characters that are sometimes blue, pink, green, yellow, then maybe we can talk about why a mermaid can be whatever fucking color the person chooses for it to be.
This is true. And this, and to Mosby's point, it's like if you're looking at the original fictional of a mermaid, they don't look like they do in the fucking in Little Mermaid. There were sirens. They had fucking teeth and claws and gills and scales all over. You know, they didn't look
pretty colors.
Yeah, and they were drawn up and why, and you know, in the time of the pirates, that's why all the men were worried to be seduced by a siren and stuff like that, you know, because they were so beautiful and just because of the way that they looked and like Mosby said, the pretty colors that they looked like and how gorgeous they were and stuff. It's a fucking fictional character, you know, and the comic books are written for people like us. You know, Black Panther was written for people like us. You know, the fact that they changed Namor to Namor, it was for us. It was for representation. That's what it was. You know, and the fact that and for a while I was upset that we never got an additional follow-up to Namor. But we are going to get something in Doomsday, which is I'm excited for, and we're probably going to get some in Secret Wars, you know. And I will say I'm going to be the first one in line to see. Like, I want to see you. I want to see him charm Sue Storm like he did in the comics. I want to see that. I want to see that.
Dirty Mac and Dirty
That
Mac.
dude, shady.
Dirty Mac.
Yeah, he's funny.
You know, so again, thank you for the hate.
Anybody with any more intelligence in the comments?
Oh no, hater shade.
There was a
hater shade.
Oh, well, yeah, I have one more.
Hater shades.
Go ahead, Ashford.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
You have to remember too, a lot of these characters were created at a time where we have a Black character, and
oh no, his internet.
That Black character is yo man, what's up? Like it was very not representative.
Turn on my Wi-Fi for freezing.
Am I freezing?
Yeah, you are. You're freezing a lot, actually.
Am I freezing?
You just stayed that way.
Because you frozen, you were like this.
So there was a lot of
static. Yes, sir.
It was so minstrel show. It was so minstrel show.
So there.
You're good. You're good.
If anybody's ever been watching, I am very don't change my shit. So I was on board with all your BS, but you already have your Little Mermaid. Yes, we already have our fucking Black Panther, but it's okay. Again, it's such a it's not the same fucking thing because you're not representing a race. You're representing mermaids. And a fucking cool ass Titan would be fucking dope. I do not care. Like but a lot of other races were given this. And even that was again, you have a one line that is very ignorant, but it made us laugh. Like even in Ferris Bueller, you got, yo man, we got to do this again. Like we got a very horrible representation. But that's the kind of thing we had, and now we're getting intelligent characters. We're getting fleshed out. So like, let people have everything. Even in the Barbie movie, which I don't have its back at all, we had a black Barbie president. Hell yeah, go for it. Anyway, moving on. I don't know why I'm fighting for Barbie. Too many shots. Okay. Lastly,
we didn't see a single shot.
Dumbest shit I've ever heard. Marvel did not recast him as a white man. Comics. We are talking about the comic book Marvel Knights World to Come. Spooky Fish then says, and who even cares? Comics had White Wolf, a literal white iteration of Black Panther, and I don't hear your argument for that. Some characters can literally be written as white, and some can be black. Some can even be female. Okay. Apparently not the president for some people.
Rulers of African nations. They can't be the rulers of the African nations.
Right. It's really just up to the writer at the end of the day. And you're saying Marvel can make a huge what the fuck? You could say Marvel can make the Thing have huge knockers. What is happening? That's a Rocky. Those are Rocky knockers. Did you guys complain about all the other heroes turned black, or are you hypocrites? Oh no, excuse me. Are you hypocrites? Are we hypocrites? All the other,
Wasn't it like 2 changes?
When they turned Captain America. They might be talking about Captain America, but he didn't turn. It was a different fucking Captain America.
It's just a new guy that got the job.
Anyway,
it happens in the comics.
The
like, that's so terrible.
All the
people don't read, bro. Straight up. That's what they chalk it up as. Go ahead, Ash.
And also, they have what they were upset about. They have their Little Mermaid. Like, oh, bitch, please eat,
bitch, please.
So many dicks, you get full.
Oh,
and then use the other end. What other? We have other comments because we talked about something else. Do you want to go into that or save that for next week?
Oh, dude, the comments are done. This is it's repeat,
a lot of things.
It's repeat and regurgitate. Okay, that's what it is.
I want a lot of dumb arguments, right?
We had the opportunity and the absolute pleasure and honor to interview West Side Dawn of Pops at what Comic-Con was it? Or were we at LA
Comic-Con last year?
Yeah. LA Comic-Con, yes, sir.
I'm free. LA Comic-Con. Yes. I was super shy, so I was the camera guy and holding the bags.
You were not the camera guy. I was the camera guy. Mose was doing the interview.
I'd like to welcome you to the show. I noticed that you have been watching this. Absolutely, thank you. Are you gonna be at LA Comic-Con this year?
Yeah.
Nice.
We are pretty much trying to make ourselves a staple.
A section again?
Yes, sir. So it'll be our 3rd consecutive year. So we're trying to keep it going. We have a ton of inventory. Really enjoy doing it. I really like it, especially when you see like the parents come with the kids. We had the uniqueness of we previously had a physical store, but it just was a bad business model. So we started doing the cons, which is what I wanted to do anyway, because I just like going to Comic-Con. And it's just really good. Like I have people come from our store, bring their kids, saying, "Hey, we used to shop at your store. We came here just for you." And that's like way out from Santa Clarita. So it was really cool to bring people. Yep.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, it was cool. I like it a lot.
Pretty dope.
What can
we expect this year?
Y'all talking over each other.
What can we expect
Thank
this
you.
year?
So this year,
I'm-
again, we
freezing
got
like
some
a motherfucker. I'm
exclusive.
sorry.
You're good. We got Has Labs again, and then we like to bring some imports because there's some of the imports people don't really see. Some of them are really difficult to get from Japan, and I actually have a hookup out there. So we'll have some stuff that you will have not seen at any other booth, and then we're working on our diorama because last year was really a big draw. So every year we try and do a different one, try and make it something unique. Like I said, I'm knee deep in comics, just like y'all. So I have like 10 ideas, and I just go down the list, bounce them off my business partner, Mike Verton, and he and I would just decide probably the week of, hey, we're gonna go with this, and then I just get the supplies and we make it happen.
Nice.
Yep.
When you guys do your dioramas and you're kind of going through everything, have you ever, I'm sure you have, but have you ever recreated a scene from like the comics or something like that, or like from one of the shows? Like, for example, in X-Men 97, when Gambit essentially sacrifices himself, when he takes out that giant sentinel. Granted, that's obviously it's a little different in the comics than how it was in the cartoon, but something like that,
That's super sick. That would be dope to do. Some of those might be a little more difficult because you have to get like either something that's not already in figure form or custom. Mose, are you raising your hand?
We don't talk over each other. So, I remember back in the day when we were at the cons, you used to be in there buying like 15, 16 photos at a time. Going. So I'm curious as to what piece was it that made you want to open the shop and start collecting?
Well, like for me, collecting again, it was either comic based or like we all grew up on cartoons, 80s cartoons and stuff like that. So probably I'm a big villain person. So the first two were Doctor Doom and Megatron. So I got the Megatron at Comic Bug, one of the local comic shops in Culver City in Manhattan. They got it straight from Japan, and it had it with when he converts into the gun, the pistol. Excuse me, pistolero. What can we say on here? I don't want to mess you guys up.
No, you're good.
Okay. It had the figure when he transformed. It didn't have the orange tip, which the American version had. Right. So it makes it look more cool, more realistic. But back in the day we're growing up, they're like, "Oh, you can't be caught in the streets with that because then it costs police problem." So yeah, but I was happy to get it as an adult because I couldn't get it as a kid. So that was the first one I was really excited about. It's a DXL, one of those really nice Transformers.
Nice. Yeah. Very cool.
They're DLX.
And what can people expect when they come to your booth or if they stop by your shop?
So again, like we try to have the most varied selection. So SHF, Mofex, of course we have all the Hasbro stuff. So Marvel Legends, GI Joe, and then each year is different too. Like the first year, GI Joe wasn't really moving that much, and then last year, the first day, like it went crazy. So it just depends. We try to make sure that because we're collectors too, that we carry the highly articulated stuff. We don't really do a lot of 3 3/4 stuff. But we do like sometimes model kits. Like one of my favorite model kits, and we had it at our last show was the Kane from RoboCop 2.
Oh,
I actually built it. It was dope, man. I built it with my daughter.
Aww.
So I wanted to at least have one for someone else to enjoy it because it's dope because RoboCop as a character is popular, but for some reason there's not a 1/12, which we joke and say like 1/12 scale is the Lord scale because it's like 6-inch figures, and we joke about that all the time. But yeah, they don't have like a lot of 1/12 Kane, which is crazy because that's in all of movies. Like that's a super unique villain. Like he's dope and he's mechanical and really crazy. So that one, and then what you were asking too, we did do some other dioramas at smaller shows where we did one for Captain America: Brave New World with the Red Hulk and Sam Wilson Cap. Nice. And we did a little mini armory also because there's like the little armory setup I have in my I'm in the dungeon right now. My little desk, I do customs and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, so we had that up there, like a Punisher armory. We had all the weapons on the wall and stuff. Pretty
That's
sick.
cool.
Fun. That's what's up.
Cool.
So we shout you out next time we're at con. We swing by. Tell the people what your name, what the name of your place is again, where they can find y'all, all that good stuff.
Cool. Yeah, we're at ground_0_collectibles on Instagram, IG, and then every year, until we decide to stop, we will be at LA Comic Con for sure. We're trying to get into WonderCon right now, and we're on the wait list for San Diego
Nice.
for next year. Yeah, not this year, but next year. We're gonna be probably attending one day, maybe Saturday this year to San Diego. Because again, we like to get the exclusive stuff too, because we're collectors.
Yeah.
Yeah, Instagram is the easiest way to get a hold of us, and then message us if it's something that you see then from the store. We have a ton of pictures. If you look on our, I was talking to my business partner about that on our page. We have like over 20 of our reels that have like over 1,000 views. The highest one I think was like 4,500, but it was cool, just to see people interacting with the page and they like what we put up. So we'll keep doing it as long as people keep showing up.
Yeah, man. The San Diego Comic Con, to get in there, dude, it is a pain to try to get in there, man. Like you need like a lot of like. It's like you need like a letter from God in order to get in there, dude. Like, it's fucking insane.
They said you got
Seriously, because it's just like we submitted last year and they're just like, oh no, because you guys don't have. They're like, no, we denied. You have no website. You don't have enough followers. You don't have this, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, wow.
We do now.
I know, right?
What we do now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Like seriously, it's and it's like as a collector, like for me, it's like when I collect comics and stuff, and for you as a collector, I like how you were saying you usually pick up like two things if it's something that you're like, you know what, I'm gonna want to enjoy this later, for stuff like that. Is it difficult to kind of, as a collector, to kind of be like, oh, I want this for my my PC, for my private collection, and I don't want to display this at all. I like this one's like gonna be mine, but for a fact that if you put it out in the store, it's gonna bring people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I'll display everything for the most part. We joke about, me and my business partner were wrestling fans too. Ted DiBiase say everybody has a price. So if it's something we really don't want to get rid of, we'll put like a pretty high sticker price on it.
Sure.
And if somebody really wants it, because like especially with customs,
yeah,
the main thing is if we made it, like example last year I had Maestro, I can remake it, but it becomes more difficult the older it gets. So it's like harder to get the pieces, more expensive to get the pieces.
Right.
But I could do it. And then we'll tell people too, like we'll even sometimes we'll sell. Like the year before we had all the parts. We had like the Immortal Hulk body from and then just for like the collector side, I don't know if you guys knew some of the stuff that was happening on the collector side. Diamond Select is going out or they went out of business already. They're gone. Right. So now we have a lot of their figures. So hopefully people are looking for them. We can fill that void.
Yeah.
And then McFarlane finally he lost the DC license. So I think at the end of this year or beginning of next year, he's not making their figures anymore. It's going to go to Mattel. And people are really hoping Mattel drops those figures because remember McFarlane, his figures are like 7-inch.
Yeah.
So people are hoping Mattel will drop them down to the 1/12 scale for 6-inch, so you can do your DC versus Marvel displays, and they all look like it goes together. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I got one more. Has anyone come up to you guys and like they bring their own figure and it's just like, look, I don't know how to mod this stuff. I don't know how to like alter it or make it. I think because it's like if I try to do it, I'm gonna fuck it up. So I would rather turn it over to you guys. Is that something that you guys do? Will people bring stuff to you and be like, hey, I want more articulation in the shoulders and in the hips and in the waist, for stuff like that?
Yeah. When it comes to like engineering and tooling, we don't really do that stuff. We will customize existing figures or like we'll kit bash some stuff or we'll send out stuff like because sometimes you have to get bodies from Japan. Like if it's something you want really articulated, Or we have like there's a lot of people with 3D printers who do really great work.
Yeah.
Or like we talked about when we did our interview last time, the effects. Like Hannah Beans does the effects. 112 Customs, he does heads. So he does custom heads, which look really cool. They're really detailed.
Yeah.
So it just, and that's the thing, when you're in the community, you start reaching out and you start networking and you find out more people who do different things that we don't do. But when we all collaborate together, you can come up with what somebody wants. And then again, it's really, it's a good feeling when it's like, some people have their favorite characters, and when you can give them like the quintessential version of their character, it's like, that's cool. So yeah, we like doing that kind of stuff if we can.
That's awesome. That's pretty cool, man. That's awesome.
That's what's up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, did you want to stick around and talk about some topics with us, or do you need to like go to bed? We know it's late. It's work night.
No, we're good. We're good. I'm chilling right now. Like I said, I'm in the dungeon, so you guys got me to the end of the show.
That's what's up. Looks like Ash had some technical difficulties.
Yeah, looks like he had some internet issues.
To take over as host, Esty. Congrats.
All right, no worries. It ain't my first rodeo. So Mose, what's next on our list?
Topics up. So, did y'all watch Blue's Clues when y'all were younger?
Hell yeah.
OG Steve.
I always thought Blue's Clues when I was at this girl's house for reasons I will not disclose.
Now hold on, sir.
He's not disclosing the reasons.
Don't get started. Don't get started.
Somebody's baby mama, that's all I'm gonna say. But not mine.
This is why we can't have him on the show. He took it there immediately.
He's not disclosing details.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
Our imaginations to run wild with. So apparently, the OG Blues Clues host is starting a podcast to remind us adults that life can be worth living.
Hey, you know what? I'm actually all for that. I'm not even gonna lie. I am all for that.
Shit stuff, man. Shit stuff.
No shit, right? I think Mosby, don't cry. It's okay.
It's so hot.
No, like no joke. When I first saw him pop up on TikTok, I'm just like, is that Steve? And he did his whole like put the cup of coffee down and he slid it over. He goes, "Hi," and I'm just like, oh, it's fucking Steve.
That's exactly what we needed, because I didn't care about Joe or the brown guy that came after Joe. I can't remember his name.
Josh. My kids were into that iteration of Blue Squid.
Oh, thank you. And remember Joe's sweater was squares?
Yes.
Instead of stripes. I was like,
I don't know. But it went back to stripes with Josh.
Josh was like, we know what's what.
Yeah.
Man, old school Blues Clues. And then Magenta showed up.
Magenta, yeah.
Nico the cat showed up. And then Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper had a baby, Paprika.
Yeah.
Then they had another one, Nutmeg. Oh, man, good times.
I'm telling you. You know what? And when I saw that, I'm like, I'm going to fucking subscribe to that fucking podcast, which is what everybody should be doing to our show. Fucking subscribing, whatever merch this dude comes out, and we're having merch too. So be ready for that shit. Westside has some merch of ours, some prototypes that we ended up sending over.
Which he should be wearing.
Yeah, you know what?
Which he should have on, but whatever.
This is the week of 4th of July. I just want to remind everybody,
No, you didn't. I forgot you were in the military.
That's right.
Yeah, well, that's the only reason why. So, mad respect to those who have served. So, thank you, sir, for that.
Cheers to the veterans.
Thank you for that. But yeah, I'm super excited about this podcast that Steve Burns is putting out. It's super excited. I'm pretty happy. It's just gonna. I swear to God, if it's just gonna be one of those, just like, hey, how's it going? And I'm talking to my fucking self in the car as I'm driving, I'll be fine. I'll show up to work with fucking red eyes, be like, "What's wrong? Nothing. I'm fine. I had an existential crisis on the way home."
I need to sit down in my thinking chair and listen to Steve. I'm here for it, man. That dude went through real shit, And I remember when he popped back up in pandemic, and he's like, "Hey, it's okay." What I mean? It's like he knew we needed him. He knew there was a whole generation that had grown up listening to him tell us everything was going to be all right, and that it was his time to come back and do it again. Talk about having a calling.
Hell yeah.
Steve. Is his name really Steve?
His name's really Steve.
Can we make up fake rumors about him, or like, isn't he the grandson of Mr. Rogers?
He's giving us adult Mr. Rogers. Yes, Mr. Rogers for adults is the energy I'm hoping to get.
What else we got?
Ash, are you taking back over?
Yo,
He's back.
we have a trivia question.
Oh, okay.
Batman actually
shit.
had how many different bat caves? One located directly under Arkham Asylum. How many different bat caves did he have?
I'm gonna say 6.
Kind of like all forms of media, like
I'm like, 5?
Where he had, comic book wise, he had him in different locations.
Okay.
right.
I feel like it's
You're gonna
I
go
wanna
with
say
5.
6.
One says 6.
I'm gonna say 3. I thought it might be off.
Says 3. He had 8 different bat
Eight?
caves.
Like I said,
Excessive.
3 plus 5, 8.
Metropolis. One under is one under the house, one under Gotham PD. Damn, 8 is crazy.
8 is crazy.
Hella prepared.
What's the next subject?
Next topic is that damn Pedro Pascal. He has so much to say about people's shit about Fantastic Four. You should have shaved your fucking face. How about that? That's it. Shave.
You know what he says to that? You know what he says to all the hate?
What does he say?
I don't give a fuck.
That man having the time of his life right now. He's having
Oh,
the
hell
time
yeah.
of his life. He don't give a shit what
Absolutely.
nobody got to say.
Absolutely. He don't give a shit.
I don't blame him. Fuck it.
He was dancing with Sabrina Carpenter, made out with Dakota Johnson,
He was
it's just
looking
like, come
fine
on,
as hell in that Vogue spread. Oh my
right?
goodness.
And his chonies and everything, jumping up and down on the bed.
Even when he had his toes out, and I don't even like toes, but for some reason, just feet out with a fur coat on had me like, yeah. I'm gonna get my man a fur coat. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Aurelius, you're getting a fur coat for Christmas.
Get ready for a fur coat. He's so tall too. It's gonna be fucking funny. It's gonna be so funny.
It would look like a blouse on him.
He really is. He's gonna be like, what the? Trying to find sleeves for his ass. It's crazy.
That's funny.
Aurelius, damn, he knew when to come in. He knew when to come in.
No, he didn't comment. What did he say?
He goes, I guess.
He knew when.
Oh, she wants you in the fur coat and your chonies and your toes out. That's what she wants.
Chanclas.
She wants.
Chanclas.
Not even with the chanclas. I don't even think he was wearing chanclas in that Vogue spread.
In your chocolate.
That'll be terrible.
I've never
All
seen
right.
it wrong. Trust me. Just wear the coat.
Watch out now.
It's time for guess the movie.
All right, go.
Now, when I say that, I'm going to say the cast one by one.
Oh.
Now, easily, I'm never going to go the top 3 actors because that's too fucking easy.
Yeah.
So here we go. Michael Caine,
Okay.
David Bowie,
Okay.
Scarlett Johansson, Christian Bale, Andy Serkis,
What?
Daniel Davis.
Daniel Davis?
Who the fuck is Daniel?
Daniel Davis.
Does this come out next summer? No.
Hugh Jackman,
Nope.
Rebecca Hall,
That's not Love Actually.
No.
No,
I have a feeling it's that movie 44 or some shit like that.
not that bullshit comedy 44 movie where Hugh Jackman has
Has
testicles.
nuts on his chin.
It better
right.
not. Michael Caine is what's throwing me. That's what's throwing me. Who else?
Ricky J.
Ricky J.
Jamie Harris.
Jamie Harris.
Roger Reese.
Mm-mm.
I will tell you this. I named all the main characters.
We're lost. Go back and name them again. Michael Caine.
Piper Perotto.
No.
I like Piper, but with
Now,
Scarlett Johansson and Michael
when
Caine.
I say it in this order, you guys will get it. Christian Bale.
Okay.
Hugh Jackman. Michael Caine.
The Prestige.
It is The Prestige.
Yeah.
Prestige.
I forgot about Michael. Oh yes, Scarlett Johansson
Prestige.
was in that movie.
She was in that.
Yeah, I forgot Scarlett Johansson was in there
Hall's
too.
the other wife who kills.
It should have just been the first two though. Yeah, I should have got
the
Hugh
Michael
Jackman.
Caine. was
Of
the
course,
most.
that would be too easy. That would be giving away the point.
You kept saying Hugh Jackman, and I kept picturing Hugh Grant. I was way
Oh,
way off. I was never gonna get it because I kept picturing Hugh Grant. I'm like, what the fuck movie are they in together? Oh, okay.
All right.
good movie too.
Let's do everything. We got it. Everything, Mosby, since you're our reader today. After this, let's go into everything being rapid fire. If we have something to say, we do. If we don't, we don't. And then we get fingered and we're out.
I love this. I don't need to do this. Beautiful. Go for it.
Here we go. Again,
Okay.
cast one at a time.
Okay, ready.
Helena Hu. Jack O'Connell.
Nah, you making stuff up now. No.
Is this AI?
Saul Williams, which I've also heard Saul Williams.
I ain't never heard Saul Williams. Who told you that?
Miles Catone. Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, it's Sinners.
It is Sinners.
It's Sinners.
Okay. I'm waiting till Friday to see it. I haven't seen it yet.
It's Sinners. I knew it Saul Williams. I knew it Saul Williams, but I was like, what if Saul Williams has been in another movie and I'm just forgetting?
I heard Entertainment Weekly said Saul Williams, so that's why I was like, maybe I'm saying it wrong.
Okay. Maybe he's Haitian. I don't know.
Hey. All right. Everything rapid fire. Again, if you have something to say, please say it. We're just going faster because we're at it. We're close to an hour.
Okay. Topic number one. Allegedly, Jonathan Majors is coming back as Kang.
Boo! I don't care.
Wah, wah.
I don't.
I want it just for the interactions with Doom. For Dr.
You
Doom.
know what's been
Straight up.
I know we're going to bring it up early, so spoiler alert. I know Mahershala is going to come up. It feels like those two stories have been like at the same time.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Like, will they, won't they, will they, won't they, will they, won't they?
It's been very much like that.
Apparently, Michael B. Jordan is coming back for Black Panther 3.
Why?
Why?
Hello.
The perfect one would be Angela Bassett this time if she,
Beautiful to have Angela Bassett back.
you know.
All right.
Michael B. Jordan, it doesn't make sense. He didn't make sense in the second one.
Nope, didn't at all.
Because
Well, hold on. It does make sense because in the comics he came back to life, right? I mean, he was brought back to life by the Mandarin, but
it's true.
yeah.
But now they got to introduce the Mandarin. Now they got to introduce the Mandarin, and they already ruined him.
They ruined. Yeah, I don't know how they can do that unless it's from another universe.
Multiverse.
Right?
if they brought back the Mandarin, would you want to be the same guy but doing the cool shit, or would you want it to be a completely different guy?
Gotta be Shang-Chi's dad only. Doing
yeah.
I want them with the rings though, instead of the rings they had, like the actual. They said it was too close to the Infinity Stones. That's why they do the hand rings, but that's what makes more sense.
I want the actual rings too. That would have been nice.
Yeah.
I mean, Lord of the Rings, Infinity Gauntlet, so fucking what? we all getting blinged out. So
Fucking terrible.
Did you guys know that Punisher is in the new Spider-Man movie?
Yeah, but they're gonna fucking water him down.
They better not.
They already said
down.
they are. It's already been confirmed. They are watering him down.
You know, I need him cleaning the gun and talking about, Peter.
Hey, you know what? I hear what you're saying, and they probably did say that, but they joke about it. If you watch Captain America throughout the MCU, that man has a large body count. He be murking people.
That's true. You know what? You're not wrong.
Absolutely. He be this is Sparta kicking the shit out of regular mortals.
Oh, shit.
Ain't no way they.
You know what? You're right. You're right.
Chests are caved in.
Yeah. Right off the helicarrier you go.
Right? Like, oh, you can fly. Like, what the fuck?
Probably what they mean by him being watered down is probably the language. They're probably going to water down the language, but I'm sure the ass kicking is going to be the same.
Oh, okay.
And also, do you remember
the won't be blood? You'll see a lot of bullets flying, but you won't see
the blood splatter. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the relationship between Spider-Man and Daredevil? Excuse me, Spider-Man and Punisher. Oh, you know what? I'm fucking up. I was thinking of Deadpool. Spider-Man and Deadpool. Sorry, I'm fucking up.
I thought they were saying like for the animated series. Like,
I know.
Yeah. Maybe. With the van, the van with the tool.
I'm really thinking of the animated.
My bad. Again, I immediately started taking it back. Go on.
Okay, next. There's a Highlander movie.
Yes.
Number one, there's a Highlander movie. I hope they use the same song. Do you think they can get the rights to the Queen song?
Probably not.
Yeah. If you do, I will sing with all my heart. I love it.
They probably will, but it'll be like Papa Roach singing it.
Oh God!
You know what I mean? It'll be like an updated. Something.
Probably not. No. Probably not. Henry Cavill's producing it. He's executive producer. He's probably going to try to keep it true to the original. So it's possible that he might try to get the rights to the Queen song.
That would be so dope. Oh my gosh, yes. But the news is that Russell Crowe is in the movie. And do you think he's going to be there playing the Sean Connery character?
Yes, I have a feeling he is going to play the Sean Connery character. Yeah.
He's fucking Superman's daddy, this. Jesus.
It's a reunion.
Random accent, so.
It's a reunion.
You know what they should have him do before he gets his head cut off? Highlander should walk up and he should do this. And then he gets taken off in a fucking tornado.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, we're getting a DC Marvel crossover. Try to guess who it's going to be.
Okay, so as of now, we have two that have been confirmed: Batman, Deadpool, Wonder Woman, and Captain America.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I did not know about Wonder Woman and Captain America.
I never heard of that one. That's crazy.
Oh, I'm
pretty sure.
Are you guys covering the Absolutes, all the new ones?
No, but I saw that the volume 1s are coming out, and I'm picking those shits up. Volume 1s are coming out in August.
He rocks his block. I hope she catch his shield and toss it back in his face. Just like, what is this? Bitch, want to know who I am?
I'm waiting for all the trades to come out, man. I want to get the full stories on each one for that.
Oh my gosh. Okay. But y'all didn't guess this next crossover.
She may not get the shield, but she's going to get the helmet.
Can you guys see that? Confirmed.
Oh, shit.
It's confirmed.
Ooh.
Captain America, Wonder Woman.
Do you think they're going to...
Is this another dude in Wonder Woman's body count?
How long before they make out?
Oh, by the end of issue 1. Are you kidding me? Please, there is no Peggy here.
Okay, we're not doing all this. Like, one thing Wonder Woman is about is that action. Let's go.
They're going to show each other this lasso.
She ain't got time. I mean, who's tiptoeing around the good stuff? We all want to know. Take that shirt off. Okay, we all trying to see. But the crossover that's coming up, I don't know that I need it, but okay. It's one of my favorite DC characters. It's a Green Arrow Devil crossover.
Oh,
Green
Arrow. It's while Peggy watches.
It's while Peggy watches. She's gonna be in the back like, what? Like, girl, you can't Amazonian it up in here. Go sit down.
There was a cool line, and I know this is animated, but I only saw it on Instagram, so I don't know which movie this is. Superman goes in for a kiss, and she goes, Kent or Clark, I came from a land full of women.
Boo?
Figure it out for yourself.
That's in the Superman Red Sun when he's
okay. Yeah, it was. I knew it was something because I knew it was animated, and he was all.
Yeah, she's
oh,
a lesbian in that one. In that one, she stayed lesbian. But really, the truth be told, Diana is pretty bi. If we had to be honest about it, she's pretty bisexual.
Yeah.
So she be rocking it the way she be rocking it. And that's Greeks for you. We all know about them freaky Greeks. So the crossover is Green Arrow and Daredevil.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually down for that.
That sounds pretty cool.
I'm curious as to how that's going to play out. A person who needs to shoot arrows and someone who can see every arrow that's coming because it's going to make noise.
Yeah.
Well, you might have one of those arrows. I don't know. You might have like a Hawkeye.
He's got the
arrow that sends out noise or something, like a sound wave, distracting.
Or he spits out so much noise he doesn't know where the arrow is. Yeah.
Right.
But if it's the one with the boxing glove on the end, I will never let that go.
All right, what else we have?
Oh, preposterous. Mahershala's back, y'all.
I don't care.
Blade is back on. And if you're a Marvel Rivals player, Blade is now awake. He's no longer in bed. So he's activated. He's up. He's up and at him.
He's up.
He's up.
I'm got real spark in him, huh? All right.
Got a little something in him, that's for sure.
Daywalker indeed.
Daywalker.
I think they need to move on from Mahershala.
They gotta let it go. He's gotten much older now.
By the end of filming, he better end as Whistler.
He's gotta be Whistler.
Oh man.
It just makes it easier for them to do that bullshit they were going to do in the beginning, which was to focus on Blade's daughter and not on Blade. Because now he's
remember part 2 when he fought that little girl? I honestly thought that was going to be the daughter of Blade. Like it was a god.
No. Remember when he had the baby? He had to catch it, and then he looks down at it and he goes, "Coochie coo,
coochie coochie."
Why did you catch a baby like that? And the baby cried like, "What the fuck?"
I remember they were upset when he fucking skidded, looked at his car, and gave it a kiss, and everybody was like, "He would never do that." I was like, "Oh Jesus, it's gonna get so much worse."
It's gonna get bad, gang.
Coochie coochie.
Coochie coochie. Like, baby was like, "No."
Yeah, even the baby was like, "No, dude, no."
We only have one topic left, so do we want to get fingered first or topic first?
And there's your commercial. Let's get fingered.
Yeah,
there's your commercial.
We have our. I don't know what these are. I'm not even gonna look at them. We have a regular fingered, or we have a sex question. We're gonna go with the more votes. Mosby, do you want a sex question or do you want a regular?
Don't ask me first because then it makes me look like some kind of weirdo.
Okay. Guest on the show who's the first time on the show. Sex question or regular?
I mean, that's my brain immediately said it's got to be sex question because we have a guest on the show. Got to make it weird.
Yeah, there we go. We'll go with the sex question.
Right.
Yeah, weird sex question, please.
Esteban?
Yeah, let's go with the fucking sex question.
Sex question. Okay.
Bro.
Woo! All right, we're gonna hit the ground hard. This also puts you on blast. You do not have to answer truthfully, but it's more fun if you do. This is put a finger down, so all fingers up. Nope, I don't like how I said that.
Yep.
Put a finger down if you've had oral sex in a public place. Yeah. Now, also, if you have a drink, you got to drink.
The first one.
Woo! Woo! I hadn't even planned that shit. I didn't even look. All right. Congrats to everybody that has.
That's the rules.
Also, we'll be seeing everybody.
Is your finger
Wait, do we have more or what?
No, we just had the one.
It was just the one? Oh,
just
okay.
no, we gotta ask another one.
I know. It's just like, are we
That's
gonna do one?
Let's ask the regular one.
Okay.
Put a finger a finger down. So all fingers up. Oh, this one's stupid. All right, put a finger down if you've waited tables.
Oh, now I have
Now-
two fingers. Damn it.
That's a negative Ghost Rider. The pattern is full.
Now tell the group. Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Esteban, you've waited tables?
Yeah.
All right. Now tell the group the most you've ever tipped.
The most I've gotten tipped, or the most tip I've given?
The most you've ever tipped.
Oh.
Ever
Oh.
tipped in a restaurant or a different type of?
Different type of establishment.
It just
Oh,
says,
you
it
tipping.
says the most you've ever tipped.
Well, so if you're talking about being a server, it's however much you got tipped. And when I was waiting tables, that was when I was working at Staples Center, and I was not allowed to accept tips. So fucking $0.
Oh, that's a,
This is a to get everybody else to, if you haven't waited tables, how much, what's the most you've ever tipped?
Most I ever tipped. Okay, so the most of that I ever tipped, and it was at a pretty upscale, dining place. I think I tipped like $60. Because the waiter was like super attentive and was always there, and so yeah, it was about $60.
I'm a terrible tipper.
No
I tip like 12%, no matter what.
matter what.
I mean, 12% is not bad. That's about standard.
Yeah,
It's
I
not,
tip about 12%. So I think the highest I've given is like 38, 39, something like that.
Very
Yeah.
specific. All right.
Yeah.
Donna Pops.
I think for a special occasion, I might have tipped like 100 or 120 because it's either we just got back from overseas or we're just about to go. I think I left a big tip.
Man, I said, I'm not going to need
okay,
this.
right on.
Yeah.
I won't need this.
Hey, it was a time honored tradition before we head out overseas. We go to the local Hooters, so whatever city we're in.
You
The
tipped on
most-
this was at a Hooters?
Hey, perhaps.
I mean, if anybody,
I'm in the wrong business.
Well, you said it now.
Oh, well, outrageous.
That's hilarious.
the most I've ever tipped was 50, because if you've ever been to Denny's, there's always the people that only pay for what they actually bought and do not count the tip, and then shut the fuck up when they're like, who didn't put in? And they just shut up because you can never tell. 'Cause everybody's-
What's her name?
So the most I've ever done is 50, because only one other person put in, and it was a table of people. After my band played, it was a table of people at Denny's, and the bill was fucking crazy because it was a table full of people. So, and you know how they have that? This is the table tip. Like this is because you have so many
Yeah,
people.
gratuity
table tip.
already factored in, right?
Mhm.
Exactly. So it was 223, and it was already like we had like 223, but the table tip was in there, and I was like, fuck it, whatever. And that was the last time I have handled you once. I am never eating with you again. I'm paying for me to get away from you. It'll never happen again.
That's a pretty wise investment if you think about it.
Yeah.
I will never eat with them
I
again.
ain't gonna never hang out with you again.
Pretty wise investment.
I think when we were youngsters, once at TGI Fridays in Ladera Shopping Center, like we had a big table, and they're like, "Oh, one check or separate checks?" I was like, "We're good friends. Separate checks."
I
Ain't
know,
I don't
these,
want to ruin that.
I know these motherfuckers. Separate check.
Right.
I definitely don't like splitting checks once it's gotten to a certain size.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful for like Venmo and Zelle and all that kind of stuff. I'm not about to take the time to split a check 8 ways. Like, we're not going to do that. If you didn't bring cash that you can't, you got to be just Venmo.
And the last thing they want to do is 40 on this card, 20 on this card, 30 on this card.
Yeah.
I only had, remember and then you'd circle. I had this, and this. And on the back, you'd write, add to cart 6283. Like, no, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah. No. Venmo, Zelle, it's changed. It's revolutionized the bills.
Oh yeah.
And now
That was
there's a
crazy.
new There's a new
You do
app.
have to have the one person that has that amount though, because you got to sell them.
But there's a new app called Splitwise, and I fucking love that app. It's
Nice.
perfect for what. And I'm like,
Splitwise.
look at this. This is a promotion. So shout out if you see me Splitwise, add me to your. I could be doing commercials. Because the app is so fucking dope. Like just put everybody that's on the trip or everybody that went with the meal, and then you add the amount, and it just automatically splits it up for you, and then it'll say. Blah owes you this because you covered this, or blah owes you that. It's beautiful. And at the end of the trip, it'll say Mosby owes $42. Stella owes $36. Like it's perfect. It's perfect.
See, that's the one thing that going back to when you were splitting up the bill and stuff like that, and it's like, well, I only had a little bit of the appetizer. Bitch, no, we're splitting it 8 fucking.
You ate any of it, you ate it. That's it.
No, don't do that.
Also, fuck those people that are like, no, we'll just split it all equally. And you had fucking 14 things, and I only had fucking 7.
No, see, and then
like that get on my nerves. Like
typically with stuff like that, because it's like I've got 3 kids, so if it's like a group of families that come out, it's like, no, my bill, add my kids' fucking meal to my bill. Okay, I'm not having everybody pay for my kids' to pay for my kids. You know what I mean? Who's that? Who is that?
That was
yes.
I saw an arm. I was like, wait.
Andy knows, right? Right, Andy?
This is the guy that used to put 25 on this card, 45 on this card, figure out the tip. That would be this guy.
We're not in our 20s anymore.
No, but though,
right.
Andy, as a dad, and you go to go have lunch or dinner with a big group of people, you're not expecting everybody to pay for your kids' meal. It's like, we brought my kids, I will pay for my kids along with what I eat and stuff like that. So put that shit on my tab. You know what I mean? And then everyone out, figure out your own shit. You know what I mean?
Or just 2 separate tabs.
It's not complicated.
Or that. Yeah.
Or don't come out. Shit.
Some people though, once you're a certain number of people, they don't want to split. They don't want to whatever. You got to do the 25 on
there's some places that won't do that. And at the beginning, there's been a few restaurants that I'll go to where it's like they see a group of like 15 people coming in, and like as soon as everybody sits down, oh, by the way, we don't split checks here. Yes, you can split checks.
Are you gonna get
you can, but don't worry, we'll handle it.
Oh,
I just forget about the gratuity when they do those big groups, and that gets on my nerves too. Yeah. Gratuity is high. You gotta let that go.
Hold on really quick. Put your fingers up. Have you ever had oral sex in a public place? Put a finger down.
I think so.
Woo! That's his shot too, people. That got asked earlier, and then that's how we got into the tipping thing. Okay, what's our last subject? And we out. Oh, that's West Coast Donna Pops. West Coast Donna Pops. Andy.
What up?
I don't
West
know.
Side, not West Coast. I'm so sorry.
Hey.
Okay, last topic of the night. Wait, y'all didn't watch Ironheart?
Not yet.
Not yet, but I saw finally Mephisto's in the MCU. Finally.
Yeah, I watched. I was gonna not watch it after the first 3 episodes, but
Is it
it got better. It got better.
Sacha Baron Cohen?
Yes.
It's spoilers.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah, get a warrant. Yeah, get a warrant. Yeah.
Sorry.
It is Sacha Baron Cohen playing Mephisto, and when I tell you, they fucking nailed it.
Yes.
They nailed it.
I'm surprised.
There's a whole section where he gets so sexy, and I was like, "Is that Borat? Sexy? Wait a minute! Like your brain is trying to connect it."
Well, he's dusting off the cobwebs because he's divorced to Isla Fisher now. So he's dusting off the cobwebs and he's getting back out there.
He said, "New dick in town. Check it out.
And it's a comic book one.
And I was like, I'm checking it out because what's going on?
It completely changed the tone of the show. That's the last episode. Yeah, it was pretty thick.
Absolutely. When he kicked in, That final episode, I was like, okay.
The kid with the hoodie. I've seen him before in something. What?
He was in Transformers. He was also in Twisters and Hamilton.
Well, Hamilton.
Yeah,
Transformers.
Hamilton.
No way.
He was Transformers. Yeah, the Transformers. That's right.
Okay,
He was in The Heights, Transformers, Hamilton.
The Heights?
The Heights. The musical?
The show The Heights?
Yeah.
The musical.
The musical.
The remake that took place it was like during the pandemic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I thought we were talking about How Do You Talk to an Angel? The Heights. Never mind.
No.
I was like, that kid's 12.
No. No.
But I will say,
West Side. My favorite is that I disappoint Mosby so much.
Oh, this is this is an everyday thing.
Every
It's
day.
a reoccurring thing.
Every day in the chat, like.
I marvel to her.
Always
but I will watch Ironheart. Are we down to make Ironheart our anchor?
Why? It's already over.
It's already over.
Well, we haven't even done a goddamn thing with it. We just spoiled things. Like, why not?
Yeah. There's only 6 episodes, and they released it in 2 weeks. They did 3 episodes last week, 3 episodes this week, and that's the whole season.
That's it. It's done.
Oh,
and allegedly,
Tomatoes and Rotten Tomatoes. That what?
I said allegedly it's canceled, even though it got a C rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes ended up deleting like a couple of the bad reviews, and it bumped it up to 86% on Rotten Tomatoes.
The last 3 episodes really were much better than the first 3 episodes.
Yeah. I think you know what? I wonder if they had like alternate production done, and like let's see the temperature of the first 3 episodes, because they had so much time since they finished it.
Yeah.
Maybe post production and redo stuff and be like, all right, if we see it's going bad, we got to change it up.
They definitely did some reshoots.
You know what? You know what? Too. You remember the first 2 Daredevil, the new Reborn? Oh my God, he's back! And then the 3rd episode happened. It's like, oh, wah, this is gonna suck. A lot of fucking people do that fucking clickbait shit. Like, it's the end of the world. It's gonna suck from now on. And it was
a lot of inside.
I always call it. There's always gonna be a Walking Dead. This is just gonna be a Walking Determinist episode. We're just gonna get like a character building. Oh, I had a daughter once, or whatever the fucking situation is. Like, you're always gonna get a story character building, and that's just sometimes how it has to happen. And when Foggy comes back, fuck you guys, not you guys.
Foggy's coming back. Foggy's
Yeah, and that happened with that show too, right? Where they had fired the initial team, but they kept the like 2 or 3 of the episodes that they had already did.
Correct.
And then they brought back the Netflix team because everybody loved the Netflix show.
Yeah.
Whoever did the second half of Ironheart did a lot better than the first half.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm down for that. Which is probably why it sucked on Iron. Like, again, when it first came out, everybody was like, "It's more of the same. Marvel's failing," and blah blah blah. And like, this is like the first positive thing that I've heard, because now we're saying this part.
A lot of people were walking back some comments because of these second 3 episodes. And the season finale episode definitely sets it up for a season 2. So I don't know, but the rumor is that it's canceled. But
the rumor is that it's canceled. Yes, the rumor is that it's canceled. The rumor is that it's supposed to be the entrance into Champions, which is supposed to be the Young Avengers, and it's possible that Mephisto may be the big bad in Champions, where he's trying to go ahead and get Wanda's kids, trying to get back their souls to health.
That would be cool if they use this Ironheart to connect to that story by using those credits. There are, just a heads up, there are end credit scenes in the season finale. So whatever that second end credit scene, 100% sets up more story. So if the second part of the story is working with the champions, that'll be good to know. But you'll have to watch that final episode, because I'm curious as to how they're going to work her out of the situation she's in. So.
Yeah, they did say the next phase of the MCU, I think after Doomsday and Secret Wars, is going to go more into the mystical arts and all that stuff. So
you're going to get a lot more magic, y'all.
Which is good, which is nice. You know, it's a nice change of pace.
We're definitely about to shift away from science and into the weirder magical Marvel people.
Which is gonna be fantastic, because it's like, if you guys saw God damn it, what was the name of the one that Gabriel Luna did?
Oh, the midnight one, the black and white one.
Yeah, that one. You saw
Werewolf by Night.
yes,
Werewolf by Night.
Werewolf by
Night.
Night.
You saw Man Thing in there. Like Man Thing, an amazing character. They did him well in that.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like they bring that in, and then you can obviously you're bringing in now Ghost Rider and stuff like that. So they're already saying that in Doomsday, Ghost Rider is going to be in Doomsday. You know,
Are they doing the Mexican one?
I hope so. I hope it's
Robbie Reyes. That was good. That was like one of the positive versions from Agents of Shield. They did good, Robbie Reyes.
And Agents of Shield,
It's not going to be Keanu Reeves, right?
Better not be Keanu Reeves. He's too old.
No, they're saying they're saying the top runners right now for Ghost Rider, and I read this like a couple weeks back. They're right now, and I know Mosby's gonna roll her eyes, and the eye roll is gonna happen in 3, 2, 1. Ryan Gosling as Johnny Blaze.
No.
That's what I'm saying. They're right now. There's gonna be 2 Daredevils, fucking Ghost Riders. They're supposed to be Johnny Blaze and Robbie Reyes. Both of them are supposed to be in Doomsday.
No Danny Ketch?
No, I don't think so.
Can I have a side note question?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Ryan Reynolds? I said that wrong. Ryan Gosling going to be in Star Wars? That's a big fucking deal.
Just a pilot.
Pilot.
Rebel pilot.
Like Poe. He's like Poe.
Yeah, he's a rebel pilot.
Yeah.
But he's also going to get to make out with Finn, or no?
He might. We can only hope.
Fingers crossed.
No, so do you guys remember? Wasn't there a video game called Starfighter?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be
Yeah, I
based.
think there was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what's supposed to be
We
based.
we have one last topic, and we get to shit on James Gunn.
Oh, I know.
Mosby-
Let's do this.
Apparently, James Gunn's biggest issue, as if he hasn't had a fuck ton of others, is that he doesn't know what to do with Batman. Batman
knows
is
what to
James
do.
Gunn's biggest issue.
No, I call bullshit on that. He knows what to do. He just doesn't want to put it out there. That's what it is. And that's honestly what I think is the deal. He knows what he needs to do. He doesn't want to do it because he's afraid that he's going to get a lot of shit for it.
What's he need to do, SD?
To fucking stand by your fucking guns. If you want him to be brooding and shit, then make him fucking brooding. Like why do you have to?
Why does everybody got to be funny, fool?
Why does this character have to be funny? Batman, why does he have to be funny? Are you nervous because Matt Reeves put out the Batman where he wasn't funny and he was serious and had his little as they called his little emo era? Like, and that's I'm telling you, dude, this is the one thing that really upsets me is that they as in the studio heads want to cater to the fans. Don't fucking cater to the fans. Stick to what you know.
Fans don't know shit.
Stick to the comics. Stick to the continuity. Okay. They made a perfect explanation in Superman. It came out in one of the interviews when they talked about the glasses. It is now canon in James Gunn's DC and DCU that Superman wears hypno glasses, which is why they cannot tell. I swear to God. And this is canon in the comics. It is, it is canon in the comics that he wears hypno glasses. Like, people can't tell between him as Clark Kent and Superman. As ridiculous as that sounds, in the film, and it is part of the film, you know. But that's what I'm saying. There are certain things to stick to, and there are certain things not to stick to, i.e., the hypno glasses in Superman. Okay, but I'm telling you, and I think that I will stand by my casting as Batman. Not me as Batman. Fuck that. There's no way I can be Batman.
You better not say who I think you're about to say.
Who?
You wait on Ash. Ash is waiting. His hand has been up for a minute.
I know. You better not say Reacher. You better not.
Oh no, I don't want to make Batman. No, not at all. Not at all. No.
My hand has been up where we have reached a different point of the conversation. My problem is not the hypno glasses. My problem is with the Gloria Estefan fucking thing he has on the side here.
Gloria,
Like,
why is she taking shots?
I know.
catches
No,
crazy.
the Mariah Carey circa 89. This thing that he has here.
It's
Oh,
called
his
a
hair,
the
his
little,
messy
like-
hair.
Oh, a
His messy
swoop. It's a swoop.
It's a side Edgar, which is fine. Do what you got to do.
That's rough.
But
Wow.
that is
Especially
fucking
to everybody named
Didn't he
Edgar.
have like a super curl or something in the front of his head? Isn't that the comic
Listen,
accurate?
you got a
Yes.
nice little swoop. It's a nice little swoop.
I swear, if I see him go like this,
Not the
he won't do
that's
that.
a Pantene Pro V
Okay.
move.
right?
Okay. Do you remember how fucking cool Iron Man was? Right, part one. He was
Obviously.
smart, right?
Only part one.
And then you got Edward
He's a-
Norton, who built that character, right?
Right.
But once the Avengers happen, these two have a connection, and we're both fucking intelligent as fuck.
Right.
Where everybody's like, we don't know even what they're fucking saying, even though you're the strongest. But that's kind of what I would want for the new Batman. I want the new Batman to be kind of like, all right, I need to fucking know how to take you out. Not talking to himself, but almost like,
For sure. Like Sherlock Holmes in Robert Downey Jr.'s Sherlock Holmes, where he kind
Right,
of goes through the moves and
but
shit.
without
Yeah.
doing it, without making it that, just kind of
Sure.
always like, Batman will look at fucking Darkseid and be like, I can take you out right now.
Yeah. 3
But
moves,
there's
you're dead.
something he fucking knows. There's something there's a reason he has that confidence. He's not a bully. He's not a fucking douchebag. He's right.
Detective.
There's something he fucking knows, because before I get into this, and then two, when he fucking fought Doomsday, there was a reason why he tried everything, landed, and he was about to die, and he said, "Oh shit!" Like, he wasn't prepared for this. He was prepared for Superman. He was prepared for blah blah blah. Blah.
Right.
That's what I want. Like a fully prepared. I'm going into this like he has to be the last instance of the Justice League, because he's only going to say yes because now I can beat all of y'all because I already know how to beat all of y'all.
Right.
That has to be the last, like, fuck you, talk to me into it, because like I have 87 Robins and it's not working out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it has to be that. but when he does go in, no pun intended, it's got to be almost that smart. Like, I could talk to Green Arrow, because if we're going by Arrow status, who was almost kind of made of Batman, he knows how to talk to him. You have the cool. Are you saying that not Chris? What the fuck is his name? The one
Oliver
that got
Queen.
made it? No, I'm talking about the actor.
Oh. I
Unraveled.
don't know. I know he's
Made
on
him family. Yes, but they made him Batman. His Batcave. They made fucking. He had an oracle. They made him Batman, basically.
Okay.
Moving on. They knew how. He knows how to talk to everybody, because it's almost a manipulation situation. Like, even when he got with the Flash can take him out like that, but he's so cool that it's kind of like a legendary whatever. Moving along. But I just wish he's the last piece of the puzzle.
Hey, so did you see that? I think I just seen that today. Like, it was like a meme where there was like a meme I saw online today, like about one of the comic Superman gets infected with some madness or whatever, and then they were going over Batman's contingency plans.
Yeah.
And they were like, he said he didn't have one for Green Arrow because he wasn't much of a threat.
Right.
I don't need one for you.
That was true.
That's
That
canon.
came out in
Canon.
DC's deceased line.
Yeah,
It came out in the deceased line.
He said,
Yeah.
I don't need a special plan. I'll just beat your ass.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what? I got something right here for you. It's called These Hands.
These
Yeah.
days, like,
No, seriously.
it's
Yeah.
like when they say Green Arrow has enhanced abilities. No, he doesn't. He has skills. Those are skills.
Small parallel. Iron Man had the fucking Hulk smasher. Like, he knew
He
if
also-
I fall
yeah.
off a fucking roof, I have to have a watch that could make me have the Mach 39 or whatever the fuck it was.
Right.
You know what I mean? The little things like that. Just make
Yeah.
them non-sarcastic and brooding, and you're gonna be fine.
I wish they would develop the DC I don't know what they call it, EU or whatever they're calling it now, to the point where they could do that, like the animated movie they had showing Batman's contingency plans for the whole Justice League. That would be sick.
when
Yeah.
Vandal Savage,
Yeah.
Vandal Savage
Yeah.
got shit.
Yeah,
He was so pissed
Justice
off.
League
And he was
Doom.
like,
Yeah.
"You don't have
Yeah,
each
yeah.
other. You're stupider than I thought."
Yeah, Justice League Doom was that. But I'm thinking,
You know what? You know what would be a cool fucking difference too? Instead of creating a world, let's do the story of when Batman took out all the fucking Justice League and was on the fucking throne. Like, let's just do stories. Let's just do. You're the Batman for Joker's Wild. You're the Batman for fucking when Oracle got shot. You know what I mean? Like, just different fucking storylines. Because I am still waiting for Carnage, Maximum Carnage.
you're not going to
I
get
just want
Maximum
Maximum
Carnage.
Carnage.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not.
No. The best thing
telling
about
you.
Batman's contingency plans is that when they said, "What's your plan for you?" and he's like, "The Justice League, dumbass." Oh, Justice League is to stop Batman.
Oh.
That's crazy.
I have a fucking side mission, and it'll be my last side mission, I promise. Because I got to go get my car that I spent $759 for.
Okay.
They said.
So what he's saying is that he
Batman-
doesn't have enough for rent when we have to pay for StreamYard.
Ooh.
One, I already paid that. Two, Batman in Metropolis, Superman in Gotham. Now, the reason that's the fight is Superman, everybody in Gotham is psychological. Like, fucks you up. And everybody over here is more like, I want to take over, I want power. Who would do better, Superman in Gotham or Batman in Metropolis?
Batman in Metropolis.
Faster.
Okay.
Way faster.
Anybody
Superman
else?
waiting for the shit to get started. Yeah, Batman would have Lex Luthor in a fucking IRS trap in a week. Like, it's
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that one. And I think Joker somehow would get a hold of the kryptonite and tear up.
Facts.
And
Yeah.
fuck up.
Superman never killed Lex Luthor, going by not the video game
Injustice.
Right.
Injustice. I can say Undecided. Injustice. Not going by that, but so if Joker is Superman's equal in that sense, it's only going to get more fucked up. It's only going to get more. Yeah. Especially if you're not going to kill me, it's only going to get more. Exactly. And then they brought up Superman trying to figure out a riddle of the Riddler. Like,
They said he's the man.
yeah, it's not going to be. It's not
Exactly what it would be. It'll be this.
Superman.
Like, what the fuck?
Superman, it's been 17 months, bro. Find me.
Just ask for help, Superman.
No, I can figure this out.
I'll get it, guys. Give me some time.
I have left peanut M&Ms leading to where I am.
Ooh,
It's the hypno glasses. It's the hypno glasses.
The hypno glasses every time.
And the side perm. And
The side swipe.
Where did he get the hypno glasses from? Who made those? Who made those?
Man, I never heard of that till like this month. I was like, or last month. I was like,
Because if he's working by himself, who made those glasses?
Right?
You telling me he was smart enough to
What
make
if it was like, if you gave us, you guys are better at this than I am. What's one of the one kryptonites that don't hurt him? Is it white, yellow, blue, right? What if that was in his glasses and that the byproduct of it was
who
it
made the glasses?
changes his shit?
And this is per Google. In DC Comics canon, Superman himself created the hypno glasses that helped disguise his identity as Clark Kent.
With what?
what year?
Superman crafted these glasses using a material of his kryptonite rocket, which crashed on Earth when he was a baby. This Kryptonian material possesses special properties that allow the glasses to distort images, affecting not only visual perception, but also psychological, effectively hypnotizing people into seeing Clark Kent as a different person.
Which part of the ship?
No,
You just
the
pulled the
blue
door off?
kryptonite hits the fucking
Hold on. This is mentioned that it is mentioned that Superman is unaware for years that his glasses were capable
he
of
thought,
this effect.
he thought all I need is a side from homie. I'm good. Everybody.
He made
Sounds
the
like a whole lot of plot armor right now. Wait a
he
minute.
made the
Right?
glasses, but he
And
didn't
he's
know
supposed
they
to
were
beat the Joker and find out riddles. It's not gonna happen.
The
He made
concept,
the glasses, but he didn't know they hypnotized people.
right? The concept of hypnoglasses is a piece of obscure comic lore from the 1970s. Again, this is the 70s. Rediscovered and revived in the upcoming DC Universe film Superman.
And we didn't even need that because most of us were just letting it go.
Yeah.
We were just letting
Yeah,
it go.
yeah, straight out like that. Yeah, okay.
It is what it is.
Remember, okay. Do you remember in the Matrix when he paid attention to nobody and he got everybody out of the way, but instead of the red dress,
Yeah.
the thing would be is he wears the glasses. You're a fucking normal whatever. You clearly can't be Superman because you're a person we do not pay attention to.
What was already there? We didn't need
We didn't need
We didn't need the hypnoglasses explanation. If we all remember the Christopher Reeves, the Brandon Roth, and stuff like that, Superman and Clark Kent, two different people. Just the way he acted, his persona,
mannerisms.
Yeah.
It was
his
really different.
mannerisms, very goofy with the glasses on as Clark Kent, very clumsy, you know, and
then
the,
and
trying
Superman
to fit in.
Returns.
Yeah.
Superman Returns, the glasses made him like at least 15 years younger. So there's that. It also made the world younger because there was a young Lois. He already had a kid. It's great.
Well, and like Kill Bill, like he said, that's basically Superman clowning all humans, saying we're goofy and clumsy, and that's he thinks we're pathetic. That's what he's
Exactly.
That's his Clark Kent.
Clark
His impression of human beings.
Yeah,
Fragile.
unnecessary. But it just goes to show that James Gunn is just unnecessary. It's unnecessary.
There's
Story.
I agree. There are certain aspects of it that are unnecessary. Like in the trailer where I saw him walking, I'm sure you guys saw it, where he's walking in and he's holding his bag and everything. And I forget who looks at me and goes, "What's up, loser?" And then Clark Kent goes, "You're a loser." And you're just like,
oh, wow. Good thing I skipped all those trailers.
It's like, okay.
I done warned y'all.
It's like, all right.
Hello, Jeff, or whatever the fuck it. Yeah. All
Be
right.
like, "Oh, that's a good one," and then kept going. Like, come on, man. You know, Clark Kent.
But and I'm telling you, for every
Especially because it's an alien. It's an alien who knows how fucking weak we are, who is protecting us. And then you're protecting us as Clark Kent. So there's not a fucking Andrew Garfield Spider-Man was like, "No, you're a loser." There's not, we don't have that with Clark Kent. We shouldn't. Yeah, okay. We out like the vapors, as they used to say. West Side.
Yes,
Let
sir.
us know anytime you're absolutely available. We've seen you be on. You're I'm saying this in front of Mosby. You're absolutely invited whenever you want. Just say, send me the link. I'm gonna send you the link. You fit in like a glove and you show up more than us. So you're absolutely more than invited.
Cool.
So,
Okay. I mean, it was good times. You know, it was funny. We got a lot of topics in. I appreciate it, man. It was a good show.
Yeah, we got, yep. And also, so we ready? Your comics.
And we are everywhere.
Good
Good night, everybody.
night, everybody.